and welcome back to my channel, Gandhirish. And today we'll make yeah. In the last video, I have covered how to display your window with a random colors here, like this one, which is good. And you guys can see we have after closing, we ask you, do you want to close or not? We will be fixing that today also. And this previous like that's why I'm not very keen on using this type of type of calling the random function because every time you will now, as you can see, the starting window will always be as blue and it will be same random numbers. That's why I know there's a way of fixing that. You can do this thing, which is seek or seek or what? Seek in time. It's something seed here. R seed is that yeah, you can do that, but I do not prefer that. That's why I will be not using it. I'm back to my C plus random class, random standard function, which is much better every time it will return. There is a way, but I prefer this one over that one. It's my preference choice. Nothing more meaningful to it. And again, with the what's there now? Window block undefined. When did I remove it? Yeah, every time you will see new it. Yeah, we will be fixing it. So yeah, about the paint. So as you can see, we are currently, so first of all, from the start. So what is a paint mean by this? So first, what is a client area? I have previously said what is client area, but again, I'm repeating myself. So client area, again, the application's main interface, excluding the non-client area, means out of frame, and only focusing like only the part which we are drawing and working about it, not including a frame. Frame means like we are currently drawing the window, and this is the previous window we does have this frame in the border also. So you could maybe say border in Windows 7 and Windows 8 maybe, I don't know. But nowadays we don't have border, but that's another part. But as you can see, the upper part you don't need to worry about. It will be handled by your OS, how to when to redraw, and this option showing all of this. And this will be the client side area. And like as you can see, when we are doing this, we are only partially updating the page, so updating the application. So that's how the partial updating, like in traditional graphics rendering, you will clear the screen with a base color, then you render upon an object here. So that's how it works. But from application, you don't need to require every time to update. Only if the section animation or maybe some video is playing, you want to only update this section of it. Don't need to worry about the whole section to be updated in recalculate and or yeah. And the whole cache after calculating the value, it will be stored by your this 132 will be handling all of those things. Yeah, and this is how it partially does it. I have actually previously covered all that, so maybe this is not. And again with the coordinate system follow as this being this area being this. Yeah, this portion to this portion will be the coordinate system follow. Like this is 0 0, and this will be the highest width and highest height. So highest, yeah, highest width and highest height. So that's how I covered previously. So maybe this video we don't have to go very deep into it because I have said previously because I have done very frequently, so I don't think I should cover this portion in this video. I have previously discussed it about it. So so maybe I'll not need to repeat myself again. So yeah, this is the window we are currently drawing with this. Where is it? Yeah, it filled rectangle. Rectangle means if the portion we update, say redraw itself, then fill up with these colors. Brush means we are creating a brush which has a color, and this color is applies to the fill rect. So this function, this type of like Win32 is not responsible for graphics user interface. It is come this function come under the GDI, which is what stands for. I am not seeing it graphic device interface. So that happens, so that handles all this function. And this is more C side of things that you can also call in C. But GDI plus we will discuss in next video, which is not recommended in this series in this day and age. And everybody will try to this cover this with the DirectX 2D, which is much more efficient and much more error prone. But For simplicity, I will be using GDI Plus, which makes some topics easier to cover in the later video, which I think so. I do not have experience very much on it, so that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, this is the window now, and then let's cover the that one, closing the window. Wait, where is it? So about closing the window, we are currently doing it wrongly. We are saying destroy. So actually, we should handle it not like this. Like when you want to destroy, you should say you want to destroy the window. Sorry, window and passing the attribute handle to the window, and then we should handle in this case, and else you want to handle in this case. The post which will go here. Maybe it does work or maybe not. I will again doing it wrongly. I do not know whether to put it actually. Very confusing. What should we be deleting? So destroy on what should I not destroy? Now it's working. So as you see, if the IDs becomes something this, then it will be exited. So that's how the typically works. And yeah, and actually we have not so much as topic to cover. So should I do the GDI plus from this video? Yeah, let's do it. So GDI plus, I will have to go to the documentation for now. So I will be very slow as I'm always is. So to create a GDI plus application, you have to include some of the libraries, which I'm going to include now. Uh, so first of all, let's start with the drawing a line here. So you have to include some of the libraries, which is SBI, FX.h. I do not know what does this do. As I've said, or maybe you don't need to require. Maybe this is the old way you include all the filing one, or maybe it's what is this? No, no, yeah, this is not required. This is the old way you typically do everything glued in one file. Okay, so or maybe something else. So we are doing GTR Plus, which is defined in the Visual Studio 2022. I have not tried it in the Visual Studio Code, so it may not work. And then you have to with the Pragma, you can link send to the compiler that you want to link your this application with the internal library, or maybe actually what you will say, yeah, library, which is GDI plus with a small p lib, and yeah, after that you have. Then I will be removing this background group. We are not using this, and also we are not using. Oh, I have already removed it. So then, okay, that's fine. So this and that. Yeah. So for this explicitly, I would like you in traditionally you create a render, so you will say on paint to rendering the GDI functions like GDI and painting stuff. So you have to get a handle to the hardware context, so device context, HPC, and then before that you have to initialize the GDI. So it will be done on the what I forgot it. Yeah, it will be done on the main main entry point. So first of all, like previously we did, that's fine. Now what we are supposed to do? Yeah. So first of all, we have created this now message have to be done previously now. No, no, actually it's fine. What are we doing? Oh, so for this to call, you have to do GDI plus GDI plus with a namespace here. They have done in the namespace. Then you have to call the say call create an instance of setup GDI plus setup and passing. So this is object. So again, what I'm doing. So we will call this into and then view now pointer GDI token. After that, we have after creating it, we can now set down at the end. Why do we do this? I don't know. Maybe we have to require to do this, and then we say GDI plus shut down, pause it very long, shut it down, GDI token. So, shut down. What's the previous one? I do not know. So we have successfully initialized and shut down this GDI plus installation factory or maybe whatever you want to say. Then we have created on paint. We have to call it between this. This is where all the drawing will happen. So that's why we have to call this on to the paint here, and then we will separate both of these functionality to each other. So if we say one paint function, and yeah, we have to maybe pass in the handles. Yeah, of course, handle bits, and then we'll be only focusing on the main. Uh, now how to what to draw. So we have to create a GDI plus again because I prefer to not use using space this. I should show it. And the next video I will be going more surely about how do we do things here. Actually, I do not have done it previously, but let's see what happens. Maybe if I can do it, then you can easily found this document stream which covers every most of the thing that you want to do natively here. Maybe it will help you, or maybe some of your can be your cup of tea. So there's also an alpha channel here. What's the problem? Oh, is it that? Okay, okay, I understand. GDI plus why does it have to be this way? Is it not? Yeah, I think yeah. So that's that. And then how to draw? It's very easy actually. We have called draw line. What? Okay, we have not passed it. The argument. So then we have to set what like previously we have called as brush. There is then terminology. The more you work on the Win32 kind of things, the more you get to know how the internal works. So maybe it is going to all right. I do not know. Yeah, as you can see, we can draw in lines here, which is very. I do not know whether the hardware acceleration done. Yeah, so you can see there is drawing this, and we can also do this way if you wanted to. Then we can draw some like there is also lines thing that can do multiple lines here. But that's how you draw a line here in the wind. And for easily, you can do now very much things. After this, you can do very much things. Like if you want to draw a string here, you have to do what? Should I comment it out? Not need to. Let's say this is the line drawing side. Side called. Let's do the writing there. So what do we call it? This is we are drawing a string. So drawing a string here or double string. We do not caring about it. No, actually, we can do the double string also. So how do we do this? Well, we have to now create a solid. Right. Should I use this? Okay, for now, for this video, for this example, I'm using this. We can call it inside a function also using namespace GDI plus, sorry, plus, which is only local scope to this outside. So that's what you can include globally. Then you don't have to have you can specifically mention what you will GDI plus solid brush with brush being color 255, 255, some random parameter. And also opacity. We will covering it now. Whole opacity. I'm not interested in alpha blending, which you will later see in the directives more focusly. But I want to. I will be making longer series. I will be covering deeply going everything like form and all this, and only covering what. But in the what do you call this? What is the name? In user input and output, or that thing, I will go in only that portion, which we'll let us see. Maybe I do some weird stuff over there also. Yeah, family. And then you can pick a font internal which is present inside your window. So we are doing the times of new from it, which I am currently seeing in my example I've done. And I will be showing some different examples, different type of font you can use. What does my spell? Oh, font, not font. Say, font, not font. Yeah. And you don't need to pass in the reference in. Oh, I do, but more I mentioned. Size of the font, what different dimension we are using? Or we are using this. So what will be the size? Let's pick for the 20 here. And the font style, let's select the style to be regular. So the font style regular, and this should be in unit pixels, which will let us see in deeply what all this means, but not in this video. And we also have to see what kind of font. So 1.0.5, 20.0.5. Are we not moving from what's the shit, what I'm doing? It's not this program we are doing here. Strangely. Why do I need to be better? So yeah, well, then finally, how after creating everything, how does your draw? Well, yes, you can see this is very easy. I don't put okay, no, going to separate, which is my next design graphics. And then you draw a string. I can say previously draw a line there. I think it's a line drawing. Actually, get the meaning from here, but just to point it out, draw a string and just provide a string. No, maybe I'll provide some other things. So let's say hello Win32, and then what else? After the white character, what with the length? Length, I do not understand. They have given -1. Maybe you have previously said that's right. Then what will the font? We have said what font family we are using. Family, family. Font family, then what will be the reference? Not font family, the font. Wait, what? A font, then the point where we want to draw. Then the brush, brush. When do we create a brush? Oh, brush, not vendor brush. Oh, I'm saying correctly, but thinking wrongly. Yeah, wait, solid brush, brush. Yeah, it should work. Yeah, you can see we have successfully drawn this. And just for the fun, let's see what happens if we make it so big. Did I put it in wrong place? Yeah, I did. No, actually, where? Is it this because? No, this is the X coordination, so it will be the. So you can't see. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, this is the point you are indicating. So it doesn't matter what point you are doing. To increase the size, we have the font here and font size. So not this much. 200. What happens then? Yeah. Hello, Win32. So yeah, you have seen this. We are doing this. Yeah, and I'm leveraging the GDI plus, and later we will be doing everything on DirectX because they have the your hardware acceleration, which is very fast. And commonly, GDI plus is not preferable for this because of some of their caveats, which I do not know, but we will later discuss on it. I did or ordered. So that should be all of today. What I'm going to do. So I covered how to draw this, and see, this is not hardware accelerated, because if it is hardware accelerated, you will not see this small pixel. I can show you the one. Oh no, I do not want to say this. Ocean. Oh no, not that. Yeah, rectangle. You take this small this and see this hardware. If there that was hardware accident, you will not see this type of thing. It will be smooth curves. Yeah. So for the fun of it, we can select different type of font here. So what font do we? Okay, first of all, let's see. Does the emoji works? Because we are using Unicode. Yeah, it works, but again, because then we can convert. Okay, no, this is not working. So maybe I have to select some emoji related to this. Uh, okay, let's see some other fonts. So commonly it is available in file. If you go to file, then internal file here. So here's 232, and then you go to Windows here. There is one file which collects all the font that are available to my window. There it is. Let's search on font here. Exactly. So we have no, this is not the fonts. Okay, whatever. We can use under which I have searched online. Some other names of the font, which is one is Arial, as famously used. So Arial should be there. Yeah, Arial is there, and one is Corel New. I do not know what happens if we select the wrong content. I believe so. Okay. Why does it every time wrong random color? Yeah. So here is not working with this. Let's see. Does it work on Japanese? Yeah. So maybe it doesn't support Unicode here. Oh no, it supports Unicode, but not this emoji Unicode. Again, interesting. So yeah, you can have your Japanese and other language be printed on your native. Okay, what the hell? What? Okay, yeah. So that's fine. And thank you. And yeah, we have done what we want to do. And do you want to end the exit? Yeah, I want to exit. And yeah, thank you for watching. And this is will be all video today. And I know I'm slow typer here, and I'm explaining what I do not know myself. But still, maybe you can find it helpful, or maybe not. Okay, comment me about these videos, because I know I am not very good talker here. Yeah, thank you.